Yeah, so for all the nearly 130 people that are listening, any cool ideas, feedbacks, or thoughts, and looked into the documentation, then feel free to, I guess, reach out via Twitter, or I think there's also a Telegram group, right, where you exchange some ideas. Or I think you can also do it now directly on the website, right? So if you mind, I can bring on your screen, and then you can walk us through a little bit some of the things that you can do there, and how you can also provide some sort of feedback to propose improvements, ideas, thoughts, and whatnot.
All right, thank you. So let's see if this works. There's a demo. So this website is going to list everything you need to know to get started. The one I want to show you right now is this package called boards. So no land, R meaning realm package. Realm means it's got its own data. It's basically like a smart contract. It's got its own space. It needs to pay for the persistent data space. It can host functions that you can call. And the boards smart contract here, it's only got one file. It's pretty simple. It's Go. So it doesn't, with a very small modification, it would compile and Go, right? I'm not going to go through all the functionality of it, because I'll show you another one that's a lot simpler. But I'm going to show you the boards realm running. So when I hit that button, so there's a colon afterwards, after the path, boards colon, it'll render, it'll call the render function. And this is showing all the boards of discussion, so to speak, that have been created here. And this is just a demo app where we're communicating. Right? So you see some posts, and here's a task, for example. It's saying, go out there and write in your own words why you're interested in know, and then link back to it. So it looks like some people have commented. So this website is connected to a blockchain that has, that is interpreting GNO code to render this markdown file. And the way to interact with it is by signing transactions locally. So if you hit the reply button, what it's doing is it's pre-filling some fields. This will be a text area, but you can enter whatever comment you want to write, and run it on your console right now. It's simple enough. Want to show you another contract that's a lot simpler. So if you look at bank test, let's look at the public functions. You'll see that there are two public facing functions here. This is dynamically generated based on like the function specification. I'll show you the code later. This is the render function, ignore that part. But all this does is that you can deposit, you can send coins with it by filling in how many coins you want to send here, and then you can get a return of those coins back, however many you want. And if you want to see how it works, this is it, right? So just to go over some GNO internals, I'll kind of describe what's going on. Every package can have like its state, right? So in this R bank test realm package, it's got its own data realm. The only thing it stores, the only state it has, is this latest variable, and that's it, really. So when you copy paste that command I showed you earlier, which was generated by this function declaration, it will update the activity and give you the coins back that you wanted. And then let's go see what the render does, because it'll track the activity. So go to bank test.
This is currently running on the testnet, or?
Yeah, this is basically running on the testnet. Exactly. Yeah, it's running the interpreter. So it looks like someone made another contribution here. And then if you want to upload your own module for testing, I mean, the best way to do it is locally, so you can run this locally. But if you want to try locally, or if you want to try on no land, which is a testnet for now, then you can follow this guide, which is rendered in Markdown and was uploaded using the functions that you see here. That's really it. This is a really simple website. It's just like this blank slate where Go, code, and objects can live. And we're going to keep evolving this to the point where it's properly decentralized. People who are contributing to it, who are validating, become validators. And we're going to improve this GNO smart contract system, make it solid, and get other chains to adopt it. And we're going to use it to actually develop good social project applications, like, good governance applications. You try liquid democracy demos, create your own social network with whatever NFT token you want, like everything that you want. Why not just write it and go? It's going to last. That's it.
Yeah, I think you also called Elon Musk and the Twitter crew to see if they'd be interested to build on GNO land. So yeah, let's see. I mean, there's, like I said earlier, I mean, right now the world is a little bit, I'll take that off. Right now the world is a little bit shaky, I guess. A lot of crazy things are happening. And I think the demand for more decentralization on every single aspect, whether that's social media, whether that's money itself, the way we communicate, the way we transfer value and information, I think it's overdue for a big change. So before we move on, is there anything else that you would like to share about GNOland before we move on to talk about the Cosmos Hub and Atom?
Let's see.
I mean,
yeah.
I was just saying, I guess the call to action here, also from your little demo here, is for people that are tuning in now. Please use that. I'm actually going to share the link right now in the chat so people can play around with it and also provide feedback. So I think that's the whole point. So, but yeah, please go ahead, share the link.
Yeah. Well, check out the GitHub, please. Right now, what we really need is more people using it, and especially people who will be excited about it enough to provide contributions. If you provide real improvement PRs, then you'll become part of the network, right? So
all right,
that's it. Check out the let's see. Yeah, just comment, like on the GNOlang subboard. There's a task some people have written here. What I'd really like to see is like a technical piece and why you're like excited about the technical aspect, if you can understand it, right? So it's kind of like considered as like an application almost. Check it out. Thank you.
Cool. And there's a question in that context from Washington 300. What about non-coding people? How could they get involved? Could they contribute anything already, or is that still too early?
If you tell your friends, that will help create that network effect. Learning Go would be a good start. It's a great language to learn. I know not everyone can learn programming languages, but it's definitely going to be a good start for when this becomes available for scripting, smart contract scripting for production. And just try to follow and read the code, what else? Well, even if you're not coding, there's so much that needs to be done in terms of like specifying how an open organization should work, how treasury management should work, how task management should work, how to keep organizations accountable, right? Given like a goal for that organization, and then managing a whole lot of them that are interconnected. How do you create an open, accountable society? Any thoughts and design? It's going to lead to design decisions down the line, and we want to implement those things so that we can better coordinate among ourselves, right? So that's where we're trying to get to.
Is there any? So what's the best place to stay up to date with everything? And what's the best place to share and exchange these ideas? Is there any sort of like community chat or any sort of like group where people can join, or not yet?
Well, if you look at the GitHub, there's the Telegram chats, but we should transition off to using the boards app itself. And if someone wants to create a better one, fork that one. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
There's definitely need for better like mobile integration too. So like those are tasks that like will probably require people for us to have like specific like negotiations with. But I'm also interested in that. Really, what we're looking for are people who are attracted by the idea of like the simplicity of the system and want to channel that to all aspects of like our the usage surface area, including mobile apps, right? So if you're excited about it, then definitely keep checking it, and please try to provide your contributions, and we'll add it to the whole system.
Yeah.